Helen Keller. 1.
The story of Helen Keller is a moving and inspiring one. Helen was born in a town in Alabama, in America, in 1880. She was healthy when she was born, but at the age of just 19 months, she lost her sight and hearing because of a high fever. Despite all this, Helen grew up to be an inspiration to many people. The first 7 years of Helen's life were very difficult. She could not play like an ordinary child because she could not see or hear. Helen was therefore unable to learn how to speak and was uncontrollable as a child. She often became angry, but invented many different signs of her own so that she could make herself understood. Helen's mother and father loved her dearly. They hoped that one day they could find a way to help their daughter. Little Helen's life would take a dramatic turn just before her 7th birthday. A woman called Anne Mansfield Sullivan came to live with the Keller family. She would become Helen's teacher. Miss Sullivan was 20 years old. She had graduated from the Perkins School for the Blind. She had lost much of her own sight, but was able to see again after she had had some operations. Miss Sullivan was Helen's teacher for many years. Helen was a difficult student at first, but Miss Sullivan taught her many wonderful things. Helen would always remember the day her teacher came to live with her. She considered it to be the most important day in her life. Miss Sullivan started her first lesson with Helen by giving her a doll and spelling with her fingers the letters D-O-L-L in Helen's hand. Miss Sullivan aimed to teach Helen to connect objects with words by doing this. At first, Helen did not understand that Miss Sullivan was spelling a word. In Helen's world, there were no words because she could not hear. One day, Miss Sullivan took Helen outside into the garden. The teacher held Helen's hand under a water pump. As cold water poured onto Helen's hand, Miss Sullivan spelled with her fingers the letters W-A-T-E-R in Helen's other hand. All of a sudden, Helen understood. She realized that what was being done in her palm meant the cool liquid she could feel with her other hand. It was like a miracle. The word water was one of the few words Helen had learned when she was a baby. Helen still had a vague memory of the sound of the word water. Helen was overjoyed to have made the connection between the word and the object. This gave Helen great hope for the future. At last, there was not only a way for people to communicate with her, but Helen would now be able to learn how to express her own thoughts and feelings. Helen learned many new words that day, including the words mother, father, sister, and teacher. From then on, Helen's education quickly progressed. She learned the alphabet and also how to read Braille, which is a system of printing used by blind people. Miss Sullivan was a very devoted teacher. Then, when Helen was 10 years old, she told Miss Sullivan that she also wanted to learn how to speak. Helen had learned of a deaf and blind girl in Norway who had learned how to talk. A lady called Miss Sarah Fuller taught Helen how to speak. Helen would gently feel the movement of Miss Fuller's tongue and lips and then copy them.